with Khris Middleton, who scored 17 on just 5 shots.
Hey, Khris, I guess just to start, I mean, you've had 40-point quarters, 78-point halves, I guess, but to do it in a playoff series, game 2, just what was working? What did it feel like? Obviously, you had more fans than you've had all season. That kind of vibe, I guess, in here that first half.
Man, when you started the gate, I can't really put words to it. I jumped on them quick, and didn't let go of it. Didn't settle, or we just kept pushing the pace. Kept trying to defend the way we were. Shots were falling. Brand was hot, extremely hot in that first half. But now I think overall, the mindset was just come out and defend and play as hard as we could, and then we rolled our energy through the crowd.
Well, speaking of energy, I mean, again, it's not new, but new for this year. And then, they maybe pushed some buttons with some fouls and things like that. How important was that, I guess, for you guys to also keep composure and keep emotions in check when maybe it could have gotten a little testy?
Exactly what you said, man. Just know we're playing basketball out there. I mean, guys may try to do some different things out there to try to slow us down and get us thinking about, certain things, but we're basketball players. We're just going to let that go, let the refs control the game the way they see it. We're just going to continue to play, not, get caught up in all those other different type of antics.
Obviously, your offensive execution would be better when you hit shots, but also it looked like there was a lot of, kind of emphasis on getting good shots and kind of getting into the offense and getting the spots that you wanted. Just what do you think of the way that you did that, the way that you executed and kind of were sharp from the very beginning?
Yeah, I think, a lot of it starts with myself, Drew, and Giannis. We had the ball in our hands the majority of the time. And I think the way, especially Drew came out and was pushing, just finding guys, being a force downhill. So with Giannis, those guys were finding guys early. And that's what, really gave us the confidence, to shoot the open shot. We shot terrible last game. So we wanted to prove that we can knock down at least a couple more shots than we did last game. They did.
What was kind of the message for you guys on the offensive glass? It feels like it's been a real emphasis in this series. And I think tonight at the half, you had rebounded 50% of your misses.
He's been on us all year about that. I mean, we definitely saw some clips where, we can take advantage of crashing the boards. I think Dante does a great job of flying in from all over the places. Bobby, Giannis, Drew, even Brooke. Myself is really not in there as much, but I could. But it's just a balance that we want to have with some guys attacking the glass and then also being ready to get back to handling their transition.
And then defensively, you kind of mentioned your intensity. I think Bryn hits the 3 to go up 29-10. You guys come out of the timeout, full court pressing, and Bryn gets a tip out of bounds. Just what does it mean to you that, hey, this dude that's having a huge quarter is also willing to give you that effort on defense?
And that's what it's all about. That's the only way we're going to win a series or win a game is playing defense. Miami, they're a great team, a great defensive team also. So, we have to be better on both sides of the ball.
Stevenson.
Khris, I know during the regular season you talk a lot about why it's so nice to not have to play like the entirety of the game and maybe get a couple minutes off towards the end. Why is that even nicer in the playoffs to have a couple minutes where you don't necessarily have to finish it out?
It's great. I mean, that means we're taking care of our business, doing what we're supposed to do, and then also giving, other guys a chance to get out there, get some type of playoff experience under their belt. But I think the most important thing is to get a win, whether they come easy or hard. It's going to be difficult in the playoffs. Not every game is going to be like this or the last game, but we just got to continue to, stick to our game plan, do what we do, and be ready for anything.
In the third quarter, there was a play where you and Giannis were in a pick and roll, and you were telling Giannis, like, roll, and I could see you, actually telling him. Just how do you feel like your communication has evolved throughout your years in the NBA?
Yeah, it's just, year-by-year process of, watching film, talking to my teammates, talking to coaches. They tell me, read the defense and just communicate with your teammates, what you see. My teammates have trust in me that, I'm telling them the right thing to try to get them the ball or, just try to take advantage of something. That's what it's all about from, me all the way down into the rosters. We all got to communicate out here to be on the same page to execute.
Steve McGarvey.
I'm just wondering about the confidence level this team has in Bryn, his shooting ability, and how that's developed over the course of the season. Doesn't surprise you when he has a first quarter like what he had tonight.
It's not surprising at all. We know how well Bryn can shoot, especially playing against him the past couple of years. And we know what he brings to the table. He's not just a shooter; he's a guy that can put on the ground a couple of times to get to the bucket. Also, I mean, it's just it's going to be huge for us going down the stretch here in the playoffs, especially in this series.
All right, one more to Jack Maloney from CBS Sports.
Hey, Chris. Going off the shooting again, 10 of the threes in the first half came off of misses or stops from Miami. Was that something you guys were looking for to try to push and get easier looks when the defense wasn't set up?
Yeah, that's our main thing we want to do is push the ball, have a great pace with us, get downhill. Try to get to the rim first and then collapse the defense and find our open guys and just play basketball from there. It worked out early, which was great.
All right, thanks, Chris.
Yep.